Hello everybody, welcome. Oh, hope you're still with me. That was a little technical hitch. Welcome back. Last video for our tin cans now, and I'm just showing you how to change colour between rows. So this is like 3 rows in. We've done our chain at the bottom, we've come back along, then we've gone round again and slip stitched together there, and we've done our 3rd row. And you can do this at the end of whichever row. As you can see here, I've got a couple where I've done alternating rows. This one I've done blocks of 2. I actually think with this yarn, blocks of 3 rows would be quite, if you use the same yarn as me, would take you nicely to the top. So I have my last stitch to do here, so I'll yarn over and I'll insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I've got to do my slip stitch to join, and this is my preferred point to change. And that's because it's just not as obvious if you do. You can cast off and reattach, and then you'll be like a more seamless join, but I find that quite faffy, lots of extra ends to sew in. So I just did that absentmindedly without actually showing you what I was doing, so I'll just do that again. So I've inserted my hook into the next stitch where I want to do my slip stitch to. I'm keeping hold of my pink yarn so it doesn't go too loose, and I've also got my new colour yarn. I've taken the tension and I've got my loose end just dangling there. I'm going to pinch that behind my work along with the pink piece of yarn to keep it tight, and then I yarn over and pull through both loops. So that's the pull through the stitch and pull through the loop on the hook, and I'll just show you that one more time. So I've got the loop on my hook, that's my final stitch. I want to slip stitch to the first stitch of the row. I yarn over and pull through the first stitch, and then I pull through the loop on my hook. And I hope you saw that because I did get a low battery sign, so I will just do that one more time. So I insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch, and then pull through the loop on my hook, and then I chain 2, and then I yarn over and insert my hook into the stitch to just do my first double crochet, and then continue on. Now if you're going to be changing colours a lot, because this side is all going to be on the inside and not seen, what you can do is you can just carry up the yarn. So once you've done a few rows of this, if you wanted to swap back to the pink, it's still attached, so you could just pull it tight to make sure that slip stitch doesn't get loose, pull it further up, and then join that one a bit further up if you want to. I hope that makes sense. And then just remember that before you put your edge on, or especially before you put your bottom edge on, that you will need to cut your ends and then sew them all in, and you will have a lot more ends if you do that to sew in, which is absolutely fine, just a bit fiddly, but I think it has quite a nice effect. I have just come up with a few more ideas of what you could use your tin for, and she says that and completely forgot. Oh yeah, you could give them as gifts to people filled with sweets or their favourite chocolates. You could use them as your fun things to do jar, so every time you want to remember something that you want to do when lockdown's over, you write it down on a piece of paper and pop it in your jar. You could use it as your prayer jar if you've got a little prayer journal that you want to do, or people you want to pray for, pop it in. You can put it as special memories that you want to remember, or date night ideas. So that's when you put in little pops of paper in there. That's quite a good idea. Running low again now. I had thought about planting in them, but you probably need to finish your rows a little bit lower so that you didn't have a load of soil on them. Or you could put the soil in first before you slip the cover on the top to do your final row actually, and keep the soil a little bit lower, and then you could put a little plant or a little cactusy type thing, succulent, that's the word I'm going for, in there. So if you have any other ideas, I would love to hear them. So do get decorating, and as you can see here, I've been making some of the patterns to go on. Here's a heart pattern. I will share the link to that heart pattern on the page, but it will involve a treble crochet, which is our final stitch that we're going to learn next week. Right, that is all from me. And it's been great to spend this time with you, and hopefully you enjoy making your tin can covers. Have a great week, keep safe, stay home, save lives, and happy hooking.